This right behind me is my ultimate video editing workspace, home office, desk setup. Welcome to this new video. Hi guys and welcome. A couple of months ago I did a desk setup tour on my desk inside of my office and my studio. But of course we're living in a difficult time now, so we're kind of forced to work a lot from home. And also I've moved into a new apartment in the beginning of August. So because of all those things I built a new desk setup and I'm super happy to show you it. I will show you what I use, but I will also show you why I chose for some certain things. By the way guys, everything I'm talking about today, you can find that with a link of the product in the description. And if it's not available anymore, then I will put a newer version of the product in the description. So check the description out today for everything I'm talking about. So we're starting with the most important thing and then we work from the left side to the right side of the desk. So of course we start with the desk itself. The desk itself is a complete build from IKEA. After buying furniture for a complete apartment, I didn't have much money left for a super expensive standing desk or something. That's why I chose for a super famous build from IKEA. And that is starting with the right side, a drawer from IKEA, the Alex drawer. The Alex drawer is super famous and normally these desk builds are with two Alex drawers, one on the right side and one on the left side, but I chose one because the desk is not super long. The desk is 186 centimeters long, and that means that if I chose for two Alex drawers, the place to sit on is a little bit small for me because I'm used to roll around between the left and the right side of my desk. And why is the desk 186 centimeters long? That is because the top of the desk is not a simple desk tabletop, because from IKEA those are kind of cheap and really lightweight and not a really good quality. But it is a kitchen counter tabletop. So the kitchen counter tabletop is super heavy. You have a lot of different tops to choose from, but this is also a really famous one. It's the Carlby. You have a light one and a dark one. I chose the light one. The dark one is really pretty, but because I have a lot of dark essentials on my desk, my monitor is black, my laptop stand is black, my mouse is black, my mouse pad is black. So that means a lot of black things on also a dark tabletop is a little bit too much and a little bit depressive. So I chose for the lighter one. And on the left side I did not choose, like I said, a Alex drawer, but I chose for a threshold. You have a really nice one from IKEA, but that was too long for the desk, too deep. So I went with the cheaper one and it was also not in black, so I bought it in gray and then spray painted it black. But now it looks really nice, I think. So then we're going to the monitor, because that's also a little bit of a story. Because the desk I chose is not super deep. To be precise, that's 63 centimeters and I'm used to a very deep desk. That's why I don't want it to be a really big monitor, but I want it to be ultra wide because I'm doing video editing and I like the long timeline. So a ultra wide monitor, but not super big, and also I want it as far as possible from my point of view because the desk is not super deep. So that's why my monitor is on a monitor stand, because then I can make the monitor stand to the edge of the desk and then the monitor is as far as possible away. But then a friend of mine had this monitor I'm using right now and he wanted to go back to a normal 69 monitor. So that's why I bought this monitor from him. Let's say older version is the 29 UM68. I'm really happy with the monitor, and definitely with this monitor stand. Kind of a simple cheap monitor stand, but I will link everything, like I already told you, down here in the description. So I really like the look of this monitor on the monitor stand, and I chose to have the monitor stand on the right side. Normally that's not something I would like because I like symmetry, but in this case I really liked it because then it looks like the monitor is floating, and also because my laptop is next to it. So talking about the laptop, the thing that powers all of this is still the MacBook Pro 13-inch, late 2013. At this point I'm waiting for the silicon chip in the new MacBooks, and then I will probably upgrade, or I'm looking at buying a PC with some great specs. So the MacBook is a little bit slow these days, but I can't complain, it's still doing fine. So until the upgrade, I'm still very thankful for this machine. My MacBook is on a monitor stand. First I had the MacBook underneath my monitor like I have in my studio, but again, because the desk is not super deep, that was a little bit too close to my face overall. So now I have it next to each other on a laptop stand, just a basic simple laptop stand, also not something special. Also, that means that underneath my laptop I have more room. So in this case I have my hard drives over there, and then I can also connect them easily to my MacBook. So kind of like that. And behind the laptop there is a microphone, the Blue Snowball. It's a really old microphone and I use it these days only for Skype or Zoom conversations and things like that. But it's there behind my laptop in case I need it. Also, a really big hard drive that also needs power is behind there, and that is my backup hard drive. Then, starting from the left side of my desk, we're starting of course with a simple basic desk lamp. I think I have that lamp now for over 6 years. I bought it once from IKEA also, I think. I still need light when I'm working in the evening, and I still like the looks of this lamp. So it's simple, but it looked kind of nice. Next to that I have a little plant, and this one is not fake, this is a real one. So I need to take care of it, which is really hard for me, but it's still alive. So I do kind of a great job these days, I think. Next to that you can find my headphone stand, which is not only my headphone stand, but it's also a wireless charger for my phone. So that's really nice. The design is really simple and really minimalistic, which I really like. And on that headphone stand you can find the Audio-Technica ATH M50X. That is my headphone of choice. It's the normal version, not the Bluetooth version. So I have the cable in my drawer, and when I use it, I plug it into my headphone, I plug the cable into my computer, and I can just use it right away. When I'm editing, I always have that headphone on my head. When I'm not editing and when I want to listen to music, I have my AirPods in my ears. So that's why they're also not big speakers on the desk, because I will probably not use them a lot. And next to that, underneath my monitor, is maybe a little bit weird for some people, but that is a miniature version of my next car that I want to have. That is the Audi Q2. That's a really nice crossover SUV I really like, and I believe in the law of attraction, so that's why this is on my desk, so I can look at it every day and I can visualize it will be mine. Then of course the keyboard and mouse. The keyboard I use is a wireless Apple keyboard. I really like the chocolate style keys of my MacBook. I'm used to that, so that's why I wanted also to use this keyboard, so the keys are also very thin. Also, I still like the looks these days. The newer version is looking way better, I think, but this one is still doing fine. Then the mouse is also something I use in the office, and that is the old Logitech Performance MX. The newer version these days is the MX Master, and I will definitely upgrade to the MX Master when this one dies. But till then, this one is fine. I really like it. It's really ergonomic, and that is the most important thing of a mouse, I think. And that is how ergonomic it is in your hand. Both my mouse and my keyboard are on a big mouse pad, and that is the most simple black long big mouse pad you can think of. There are some brands that produce really nice mouse pads like SteelSeries, but then there is a big logo on the mouse pad and I don't want that, so I got this one from China. It's really thin, but it's really nice for the mouse, but also the keyboard, so it's a little bit softer when I'm typing. That's it, nothing special. And to top it off, I also have a notepad on my desk always with a pen, so I can always take notes. When I get a phone call, I can take notes right away. And when I'm thinking of an idea, I can write it down so I don't forget it. Also a thick, hard stone coaster that I kind of really like, but that's of course so I don't get stains from my glasses on the desk. So I think that's kind of it. Like I already told you, everything I talked about today, you can find that in the description with a link. And if it's not available anymore, then I will put a link of the newer version in the description. So check that out. And that, guys, that is my home office desk setup. It's not really an office, it's my bedroom. Here is my bed. So that's why I wanted it to be a little bit minimalistic, but it had to look nice because I will look at it a lot. I hope you liked it. This is a video about my setup as a filmmaker and not a in-depth filmmaking lesson. A little bit different, but you liked the other setup video too, so that's why I wanted to make this one. Of course, if you want more in-depth filmmaking lessons, you can always subscribe to ShootThatVideo, because this channel is all about those videos, about the editing process, but also about the filming process. So definitely subscribe to learn more about filmmaking. Then I can only say I hope to see you the next time here on Shoot That Video. Bye.